Hello, you're tuning to the news bulletin today, February 29th, coming first with local news. The Domna Department of Planning and Investment on Friday presided over a meeting with relevant departments and agencies to plan on organizing conference talks with local enterprises based in the province in early 2020. The conference is expected to be held in March or early April, depending on the situation of the COVID-19 epidemic, with the participation of about 400 small and medium-sized enterprises. The agenda will be added with a ceremony to praise small and medium-sized enterprises for making great contributions to the local economy. Talks with speakers being successful entrepreneurs and representatives on the Ministry of Industry and Trade and the Vietnam Chambers of Commerce and Industry in order to discuss and open up new investment directions for enterprises. This is an annual event held by the Dom Nai People's Committee to properly tackle difficulties reported from enterprises and support their business development. The Bien Hoa City People's Committee held a meeting with citizens affected by the dioxin remediation projects in the area around Bien Hoa APs in Bưu Long Ward. At the meeting, the city authority announced a map of dioxin-contaminated zones outside Bien Hoa APs. Households living in the area contaminated with the dioxin raised up opinions related to the project's implementation, such as requiring clarification of the area contaminated with dioxin, the process of land clearance, collecting samples at each household to identify dioxin contamination level, widely disseminating about the harmful effects of dioxin. Bưu Long Ward has about 3.2 hectares of land to be revoked, with 72 households living in Quarter 5 affected due to the projects of dioxin remediation in the area around Bien Hoa APs. After listening to the opinions, representatives of the competent authorities, including Department of National Resources and Environment, Department of Health, Military Air Defense Department, responded to many specific issues that these households concerned. Citizens whose land and houses were revoked will receive compensation and resettlement in Quarter 1 of Bưu Long Ward, the leader of Bien Hoa People's Committee confirmed. Therefore, it's suggested that the households should promptly hand over the route to support the project's implementation in the coming time. World News. U.S. President Donald Trump yesterday announced his nomination of Republican John Ratcliffe to be the Director of the National Intelligence. This is the second time President Trump has attempted to nominate lawmaker Ratcliffe to replace the predecessor Dan Coats. Trump has previously nominated Ratcliffe in July 2019, but in August, Trump announced Ratcliffe was no longer the candidate for such post, as Trump said Ratcliffe was being treated very unfairly by the media, and therefore the nomination would cause hurdles to Ratcliffe and his family. The Texas Congressman Ratcliffe decided to stay in Congress. Trump also made his nomination of U.S. Ambassador to Norway, Kenneth Braithwaite, to be the Navy Secretary, the White House announced on Friday. Such announcement has been the first official one to be published on Twitter since November last year, in which Trump planned to nominate Braithwaite as the Navy Chief after Trump fired former Navy Secretary Richard Spencer. By the end of February the 28th, 8 more countries reported about new cases infected with COVID-19. So far, this epidemic has spread to 60 countries and territories around the world. According to the data from the global statistics website Worldometers, as updated to 7 a.m. this morning, February the 29th, there are 2,876 deaths and 84,185 cases of coronavirus worldwide. 36,804 cases have recovered. South Korea is now ranked top in the number of new infections. By the end of February the 28th, this country recorded 571 new cases and 3 deaths, bringing the number of infection cases to 2,337 and the number of deaths to 16. At present, Iran is facing very serious situation when it reported 8 more deaths within this Friday, bringing the number of deaths to 34, while the number of confirmed cases in Iran was 388. The COVID-19 death rate in Iran at this time is the second highest, only after China. In Europe, Italy has been becoming the hotspot of the COVID-19 epidemic. Following after South Korea, Italy ranked second in the number of new infections, with 234 reported on Friday, when there were 4 new deaths, bringing the total number of deaths to 21. China seemed to have the disease controlled when only 8 new cases recorded on February the 28th. That's all for today's news. Thanks for joining us and goodbye.